What's pop-a-locking, you beautiful, beautiful people? It's your boy, the Vuvuzela. It is a transfer special episode 22. Episode 22 of the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. We're in June. We've got about 6 weeks till the new season starts. We've got a lot of signings to make because we're making wholesale changes, and there could potentially be a board takeover. Let's see what happens. Right, here we are on our transfer screen. We're talking about the ones going out. We've spoken about them before in the previous episode. We're doing it again. Ashley Sandel is moving out of the club, going to Rayners Lane, and Nick Grogan is going off to Chatham on a free transfer. We have signed potentially 4 players. 3 are confirmed. We'll start with the 3 confirmed. Sam Corns, we know him, we love him from last season, coming in on a free transfer from the New Saints. Fantastic little experience from us on that left-hand side. Second one coming in is Omar Grosovna. We spoke about him. Goalkeeper, going to be my new number 1, 19-year-old goalkeeper. Absolutely love him. And then the one we haven't spoken about because I just did him in the last few days, it is Cody Pennington from Peterborough Sports. That's right, all the way from Peterborough in England. Cody Pennington, fantastic midfielder, can play DM as well. He will look to partner Marriott in the midfield. I think the 2 of them would be absolutely fantastic. And then the last one we're hoping to get over the line is this man, Connor Campbell, a Scottish left-footed centre-back. He looks pretty darn good. I like him as a ball-playing defender. Other than his first touch, everything else is pretty much good. We can really, really use him. We can even put him as a no-nonsense centre-back. He's a good centre-back. He is just a very good centre-back, especially for this level. Only problem is there's about 10 other clubs all interested in him. Queen's Park from Scotland, Livingston from Scotland, Dumbarton from Scotland, and Aberystwyth from Scotland. So there is a chance he might decide to move to Wales or go to a team playing in the Championship of Scottish football. It's either play a Premier Welsh team or a second division Scottish team, or 3rd or 4th, because he's got Dumbarton and Aberystwyth there as well. Those are some options. The way we're going to line up this season, this is what I've pretty much put down as our first team at the moment. Obviously, Grossover will come in there once he's arrived at the club, as well as Corns. He will pop in at the left-hand side. We're looking for 4 new defenders. Ryan is the only one that's really going to survive, and Park. I feel like those 2 are probably the best of the bunch that we currently have, so they will probably stay. If we don't find any other defenders, there is a world where we keep 1 or 2 of the others that were lying around. Well, we know Grogan's new, but maybe we'll keep Thomas and Flynn, who I've put him on the bench for now, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep Flynn on the bench for now, but he's there just in case. He's over on the right-hand side. We don't really have anyone for that wing-back right because Wiley left. Tried to get him back. He said no. And then Wilson, who was playing in that position, is going to leave. And then Williams, we do have, but I don't know if he's more right-footed or left-footed. I'm going to keep him as a 3rd option on that left wing-back position, but it's definitely a position I kind of want to fill and maybe just use him as a 3rd choice if need be. I like the fact that he can play on both sides. In the midfield, like I said, Pennington and Marriott will be the front 2. We've got Taylor and Lewis, who are going to be the backup for those 2. I think those 2 are pretty much stock. Actually, no, so I lie. Taylor, and we're going to look for another centre mid to replace Pennington as the backup option. Over on the right, we're going for Hall, and Lewis will go on the right. I've made the decision that they both have to just coincide together on that right-hand side. There's a lot of football that gets played, a lot of in-between games. Rotation will definitely happen. So we need to rely on a very strong guy on that right-hand side. Left-hand side, like I said, Corns will come in there. We are looking for a backup on the left-hand side. And then we've got McNally and Pritchard are the 2 main strikers going through the season. If we find someone better, we'll obviously sign that someone better. At the moment, I haven't really found anyone too much better. Shuttle and Davies will be the 2nd and 3rd choice goalkeepers. All these guys at the bottom here are probably going to leave. I'm going to try at least get them out from Wild, Hughes, Bald, Grogan, Wilson, Davies, Corrigan, and Thomas. Most of these guys are going to leave on free transfers Wild, Ball, and I think Thomas are all on non-contracts, on amateur contracts. I think they will be staying, but the rest will probably go. If they're on amateur contracts, we'll just keep them around for extra numbers. It's always good to have extra numbers in the team. But yeah, we got a lot of signings to do. In terms of the shortlist, I do have a couple of players that I am quite interested in coming in immediately. One of them is Connor Campbell. The other one that I'm umming and ahhing about is Abel Alabai. Yeah, he is on the yes list, but he was on there from last season. Having a look at him now, I don't know if he is an upgrade from what we had last season. He is definitely a current upgrade on the current right-footed red back that we have is Callum Flynn. Definitely. But I wonder if there is someone better than him that we can possibly find. So I am busy scouting for that. Elsewhere on the shortlist, we have a possible transfer. There's 3 guys on this list that I had a look at. One is Mohammed Ibn Abar. He's available on a free transfer. I think he could be better than Corns, to be completely honest. The only problem is I'm spending a lot of money on Corns, so I found him a bit later on. So I don't know if there's a world where him and Corns can play together. But he is available for free. He is 23. He's Dutch. I like the looks of him. I think he's a very good left winger. So he is a possibility. I haven't really tried seeing what he's offered with. I'm still umming and ahhing about that. The other one is Harry Hunter here. He's a good channel forward. Not really a target forward what we play as. But as a channel forward, he's not a bad option. And if you just compare him to McNally, you can see that they are maybe on the same breath when it comes to being a centre forward. But obviously, target forward, McNally's probably a little bit better. Physically, maybe not so much. So there is an option of Harry Hunter if we do desperately need a striker. And the other one is Lorenzo Greer here. He's going to cost us a lot of money. And he is probably better than Pemington, who we have signed, but a very similar type of player in that spec. But I think he's slightly better. Only problem is he's costing £45,000. We've got 0 transfer budget and about £100 in wages left after the 3 signings. So at the moment, the recruitment isn't really happening. Like I said, I've put up some options here for wing backs, centre backs, left wingers, and strikers. I've had a look through these ones. The right wing back is just this guy. I don't really rate him, to be honest. He is from St. Lucia, though, and he has some international experience, but I don't really rate him that high, and he's going to cost quite a bit of money. On the left-hand side, we're looking for our backup option. Had a look through all of these guys. Ortaliwe Molisani, rather. Decent left back. Going to cost us a little bit extra because of the work permit. So I didn't like that idea. And there's a striker. The only one that I really liked out of these 3 was this guy, Bruno Joros. Very, very good striker. But interestingly, he can also play right wing back. His tackling isn't great, but I mean, as an option to attack, as a wing back, I mean, his pace isn't great. I thought his pace was 12. My bad. Yeah, he's probably just an out-and-out target forward striker. Is he better than McNally? Is there a world where we can play both of them if we get a work permit? I mean, he's not that much better than McNally, is he? Other than his dribbling. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to continue playing on. We'll probably get to the 1st of July. We'll be back then. We can see then whose contracts are out. And if we bring in any new players, we'll let you know then. We are back on the 2nd of July, like I promised. I promised the 1st, but 2nd when everything happened. So we're on the 2nd of July. We've sold those 2 players. We've brought in these 3 players. We've released a whole bunch of players. We've called up a whole bunch of players from the under-19s. Let's go through it. We spoke about Pennington, Crossgrove, and Corns. There's also, who's for some reason not appearing on that side, Connor Campbell has come in as well. We got him. A very, very good signing. £550 a week, though, is a little bit much, but he is very, very good. Our squad is starting to take shape a little bit, especially the first team with the likes of Grossover, Pennington, Campbell, and Corns coming in there. So as it stands, we're still looking for a right back and a wing back on the right. In terms of backups, we can talk about those. Shattle is going to be the backup goalkeeper with Flynn, Thomas, and Park. Our 3 defenders are going to go in there. I've decided to keep Thomas along. In on the right-hand side is one of our youngsters, Sion James. We're starting to train him as a wing-back. I feel like he could actually do the job with a little bit of training. He is still 19 years old, so he's not too bad. And could be a nice little fill-in for whoever we bring in there. If we don't, we might have to use him as a full-time fill-in. With regards to the midfield, another one that we brought up last season already is Martin Wild here. 17-year-old, 5-star potential, very good midfielder. Going to be playing as sort of the... What position is Marriott? Marriott's the channel midfielder, hey? Yeah, I don't know what's got on DM. Channel midfielder, who, with a bit of training, could actually be decent. Only problem, he's not very left-footed. So that could be a little slight issue with Taylor being the other side of the midfield. I think we've got a nice little combination there. If anything, if I do find another midfielder, Taylor would probably be the one to go. Lewis out on the right. We still need another backup left winger. Pritchard as the backup striker. Then Roberts and Williams we're going to keep as optional players. Williams might even be the starter for the right if we don't find anyone in that position. And then these guys at the bottom, we're going to keep some of them. Ian Williams is going to be a third choice on that right-hand side. I think he can develop. If I can get him on loan somewhere and get game time somewhere, we'll definitely do that and give him some game time. The same is going to be done for Hughes here. Charlie Hughes, a backup left winger. I think he just needs some game time. Probably not going to develop anything more than what he currently is. Bowen, again, he's like the other guy. We're just not really interested too much in him and Hughes. Kelly is another option that, I mean, they're on free contract, so they don't really get paid much. They get paid £5 a week. Swan is our backup third choice goalkeeper. Yeah, probably not seeing much of him as well. And then 2 guys that I'm probably going to keep around in the first team. Reece Cartwright, a third choice striker. I like the looks of him. I think he can develop into something great. He is currently wanted by Bala Town. He is available on a free because he's an amateur contract, but I'm hoping he decides to stay. And then the other one is Ball here, who I'm probably going to let go. So yeah, we've got quite a thin squad. I am still recruiting. I'm still looking around. Unfortunately, our scouting budget is not that high, and our wage budget is 1.46 in the negative. We haven't had much more news about the takeover. So I currently have a bit of a scouting budget just to try and find another right wing back, because when you go to the player database, that's all that gives you, and you can't scout anyone. So it's a bit of a difficult one there. I did find one player under the player recommendations, and that was Prince Hawkins here, a left wing back. I like the looks of him. I think he'll be a decent backup to Curtin. Tons of potential from what I can see. So he is a free agent. Former Aston Villa player was released at the end of last season. So hopefully we can pick him up. He'll be a decent little player to have on that left-hand side. And then the other recommendation, which I was umming and ahhing about, is Giovanni Ikohora here. Possibility of bringing him on loan to play as the backup to Pennington, I think, for the coming season. But we're still waiting. So I'm not panic stations yet. Our season starts... I hate this. Our season only starts on the 9th of August. So we have about a month and a bit to try and find in some players. With that also being said, it seems like we are not going to be in the Conference League, despite what that message showed us, which is a little bit annoying. We didn't get any board expectations about it. So I don't know if we still get drawn into the qualifiers and then the expectations come up, or if we just not going to be in it, because we didn't win the conference. We won that league, but then we didn't win the knockout thing that came afterwards. We got knocked out in the first round. So I'm guessing no European football, which is fine, I guess. I mean, I really wanted it. But in terms of the league, that means we do desperately need to be in the top half of this league. I'm hoping first or second. Barlatown, a newly promoted team in this team as well. We're going to have a look at the season preview. We are in 8th again. That's besides all of our signings. And I just noticed Cardiff Met signed Eli Harrison. Is he on loan from United? No, they got him for free. From Coventry bought him, and then they bought him for free. That is a good signing. That's a very good signing. Oh, okay. We've got no one in the Dream 11. I thought McNally might get in, or Hall, but this formation doesn't suit Hall or McNally, so I'm guessing they're not going to be in there. But yeah, very interestingly, we are still 8th. Last season we were 8th. This season we're on 8th again. This is how they recommend we should be lining up a 4-2-3-1, which I don't do that because we just don't have the right players to do that. But I mean, in a world, maybe this is an option, but no. Yeah, so we'll be back with some more news. Like I said, just the huge transfer. Oh, I forgot. There's another transfer. Barry Bagley. I forgot about him. Great little player. He's the one, the backup to Mariette, I think. I was looking at, and it is the backup to Mariette, coming from the New Saints as well. Played a handful of games there last season. Decent little player, formerly of Glen Toran or Fleetwood, if you depends on who you think he got his first in, because he got his first match in Fleetwood for 3 games. So in the Sky Bet League 1. So yeah, he's got some experience. He played some Premier League in the Irish leagues as well. So that's nice. He even played League 2 with Fleetwood. First Division, National League. So yeah, he's been with Fleetwood for a while. But yeah, hopefully we can bring these 2 guys in and then really, really bolster up the squad. But we definitely need to find some centre backs and right wing backs. All right, we're about to lose our star player. Cardiff Met have approached Marcel to sign Marcel Hall. I offered him a new contract. I can't afford to offer him a new contract because we have no money. Oh, I can only hope he rejects the offer, because I really want to keep this man. He's developed so well over the last year, and I don't know if we can afford to keep him out. In other news, though, we did sign. Did we sign? No, we didn't sign. We signed Barry Bagley, by the way. Yeah, he's confirmed as well. Yeah, we lost out Hawkins as well, the left back. So that's 2 players now we couldn't sign because of money issues. Which, I mean, that if that is how it ends, this is our first team, which I'm not too happy about, especially with Williams and Flynn. And if we lose Hall, then those 3 become a huge problem. I mean, we do have Lewis who can fill in there, and then I suppose Williams and Ball can fit in the backups. Pritchard might be leaving as well. Presterian made an offer. We tried to make a new offer for him, and he said no. So, yeah. I suppose we need to get rid of the wage budget. So if Hall and Pritchard do go, does free up, well, Hall doesn't free up anything, but at least Pritchard also doesn't free up anything. Yeah, this is not good. In terms of wages, players that we need to probably sell, probably be the likes of Thomas. Shattle will probably have to go just to free up some wages. We have $1,000 in the 2.28 thousand in the wage budget, decreasing. Adjusting scout budget. Now we can't even adjust the scout budget to add more to the transfer, to add more to the wage. So yeah, this could be brutal. This could be absolutely brutal. We'll come back in a few moments, and we'll address the elephants in the room, I guess. There is a God. We've managed to keep Hall for at least for now. I've also asked the board if I can do my coaching badges and a coaching staff allowed, which they allowed that, so we get maybe getting a new staff member. Improve the facilities, they said no. I tried. But anyway, let's see what the board, if they're willing to do it. We would have to be selfish and we feel that to continue progress. The entire club, not just me. On balance, we simply can't bring ourselves to take that chance. Sorry. It's the same conversation we had with Kruger. All right, so I don't want to be just that guy that keeps jumping ship to different clubs, but at this point, it's something we might have to do. That's not good. Lewis, on £400 a week. There is a world where I might try and sell him, switch him to backup. Oh, he's going to complain. tactical decision that normally works. Not now, which is back down for now. Eventually, we bring them down. That's how I do it when they complain. So eventually we bring them down. But then as it stands, we managed to keep all. We did lose Pritchard. He decided to sign to Prestantian, so he's gone there, which means he comes out of the team. It's a glitch. It doesn't allow you. So Cartwright will come in there, and I guess Bowen will be then the third choice goalkeeper striker. So yeah, the squad is slimming down quite a bit. So yeah, as it stands, this is our first team. Gosovna, Flynn, Ryan, Park, Williams, Curtin, Pennington. Not Park, sorry, to be Campbell. Campbell was just missing the last game. Not Flynn either. It is Flynn. Flynn, Ryan, Campbell, Williams, Curtin, Pennington, Marriott, Hall, Carnes, McNally, and then the backups: Shattle, Kelly, Thomas, Park, James on the right, Hughes, Bagley, Wild, Lewis, Taylor, I'm slotting him as that left winger at the moment, and then Cartwright with Roberts, Bowen, and Williams potentially coming in. We have made some offers on some players that I can potentially afford. One of them is Tino Goromasundu, a Zimbabwean centre-back, can play on the right. Very, very strong, good centre-back. If we can get a work permit for him, that'll be absolutely fantastic. And then also Max Purvis, another centre-back. We'll only sign him if Gino says no. I think he's a decent replacement for Gino. I prefer Gino. But yeah, we'll delay that one. And then, like I said, Marcel rejected. We're still looking for that left wing. Haven't found anything really of notability. There's some right wing backs now. Tim, who's okay. And Tato Xiang, who's not bad, but I doubt he'll get a work permit. How much does he want? Let's see. He wants to be a French player, which is cool. Yeah, we won't get to sign him. Yeah, let's just cancel that negotiation. We got no money to sign anyone, so yeah, if we can get those two guys in, we get one of those two guys in, then I think we're done for the transfer. But we'll be back in about 2 weeks, or about a week. We'll find out what happens with that. We've signed another player. Tino is into the club. Let's click continue, and then he can come into the squad. Got ourselves a centre-back. There is potential for one more signing. I don't know how we are affording these signings, but we are signing them, and I am happy that we are doing it because we definitely needed some recruitments, which does mean, unfortunately, Kelly will drop out of the squad, and Tino will fit in quite nicely with Campbell and Ryan at the centre-backs. This man is very, very good. He's quality. He is super quality, and he's tall. I didn't realize, well, he's 180, but headering of 12 makes it a bit good possibility. I didn't check Campbell's. What's Campbell? He's a big, tall lad as well. We got some good headering power. Ryan, not that tall compared to him. Oh, he's actually taller. Well, there we go. 3 big, meaty men at the back is what you'd love to see. Like I said, there's the possibility of one more signing in. We are then not going to do this one. Actually, 2 more signings. I forgot about Pedro Felipe. I don't think we're actually going to get Pedro Felipe, but he is listed as a wonder kid. He's a left wing winger, and I kind of like him. I think if we can bring him in, he can train a little bit. Him and Corns on that left-hand shortlist. Corns. Where's Sam Corns? There he is. I mean, Pedro Felipe, probably a better player than Corns. That's Sion James, though, so I suppose he's much better than Sion James, because Sion James is not a left winger. I'm sure I clicked on Corns. But you can see, much better than Corns, and I think he could be a first-team player if he does come to the squad. The other player we're looking at is a left back in Owen Marshall, or Marshall, I guess, from Switzerland. Decent left back. In terms of a backup option, would be perfect for Colin. Is his name Colin? His surname's Curtin, Lucas Curtin. I say Lucas Colin. But yeah, you can see Lucas Curtin probably a little bit better in terms of technical set pieces and mental, but physical, this man is well and beyond Curtin's reach. And at 19, if he can develop nicely, it will be great. So hopefully if we can bring those two guys in, I think we good. We're just going to need a left wing. That's it. That's the only other position we definitely need someone. I've had a look around. There isn't really anyone available, so we're going to try and go into the loan market shortly. The season does start in just 2 weeks' time. So there's that. You can see we start on the 9th of August. It's the 20th of July. So we've got about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, or 2 weeks and a bit to come in there. In terms of our friendlies, I don't know why that game's not showing up. Did we miss this game? 13th of July? Sure, we played that game. That's the one we won 2-1. A 3-2, I think it was in the end, yeah. Anyway, we'll come back with more news. Maybe this gets fixed. All right, so we got some bad news. Marcel went to stay in Switzerland, in Will, and then we lost 2 other signings. One of them was Felipe. No work permit, and then I did find this guy as a possible replacement, Superior Munlondo, who also rejected a work permit. So, yeah. All in the hunt for that left winger. I do have some recruitment set up, because that's the only way we can really scout anyone, and they found 12 players, so all foreign South Africans. So yeah, that doesn't help us. Jaden Abayet plays in Swindon, so chances are he will probably get a work permit, but he's also worth £18,000. All these guys don't play in Europe, so they probably won't get work permits, so that's not great. In terms of the right wing back, it's only this guy, and he has no interest in coming to us, and also we can't afford him now. And then in terms of left mids, wing backs, there is none available. So, yeah, it's not looking great, but I think that might be the end of the transfer window, because we've got about a week left before the first game of the season starts. We are taking on Kenilworth Town. We then have Carmarthen Town right after them. So, yeah, I think we're going to end the season off here. Actually, no, this is our first game of the season. No, it can't be the first game of the season. The 3rd of August. It's the cup competition. Okay, well, I'm going to play this game off camera. We're coming back for the first game of the season. It is against Carmarthen Town. That's who we're taking on. And then we're doing Goiter United, because it's a funny name, and we've seen Newton already. So those are the 2 games coming up next episode. For now, though, we'll leave you in a little bit of suspense if we change our formation. Well, we're not going to change our formation, but if we find new players and who's going to start, who's not going to start, we'll find out together. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think of the squad. Did we sign good players? I know the money situation isn't great, so there's that, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.